A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to another inspiring episode of Success Story Series. I'm Dr. Komal Tomar, your host, and today we are back with an exhilarating journey of triumph, determination, and achievement. For those who are new to our series, Success Stories, it is a platform where we celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of our esteemed alumni who have carved their paths to success after being a part of Amity University Gurugram. We are privileged to have here with us Dr. Sachin Juneja, Director Admissions and Marketing. So I would like to invite him to deliver the welcome address. Sachin, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Komal, for the introduction. And warm good afternoon, dear students.
Yeah.
So good afternoon, dear students. I welcome you to Success Stories. I still remember, when we started this series, understanding that student is going through a lot of dilemma in their mind with a lot of questions that's unanswered to their faith and belief that Amity is a right platform for them or not. I believe when we plan our admissions to a university, apart from basic 2-3 questions, be it academics, placements, infrastructure, there's still a fear there in the student's mind, how I'm going to live my life ahead with this particular university, how I'm going to be successful, and many similar questions like how a student is being empowered to nurture their academic and holistic development, what kind of challenges that I might be facing, how I can prepare for the better placements, how academic system functions, and many similar questions. So we thought that instead of we providing this information, let's make it more engaging and bring our success stories on board. Our proud alumni, Amitians, so those who have been into the corporate for some time. Let's bring them on board and make an interactive sessions with all of you. It will be beneficial for all of you to hear directly from them what they have gone through in their college life here with us at Amity and what makes them successful now in their corporate life. So this opportunity basically is for you to ask anything and everything that comes in your mind, which can help you to take a decision about this university. So, but before that, I have 2 great announcements for you. The very first one, that we are now in top 100 universities of India and the only university in Haryana ranked by NIRF, that's a government body. So that's a proud privilege that Amity University Gurugram that has got. And the second, another extreme academic oriented information for all of you, that university from this year is introducing national education curriculum framework based policies and guidelines. So that makes your curriculum more holistic, giving you more opportunities to explore your horizons, your passion, your skills. And that's how you can grow up in your life. And that's how your Amity University will be going to help you preparing that what we call nurture for life. So since now you are at the cusp of taking leap in your career from school to college, here are my few cents for you, which would make your life meaningful ahead. Success will definitely come automatically to you. My first advice to you would be make your own right career choice. So when I'm saying right career choice, it means you need to adapt only 3 things. One is your passion, then your skills, and then your attitude. These things, if you have matched up, you are going to have a successful life. The second is determine your measures of success. I could be successful at 35, you could be at 28, and someone could be at 40, right? So you need to define your own measures of success and you need to lead your life accordingly. And the most important thing that you should do in your college life is your reflections on your achievements and as well as failure. So that is how you would grow up and understand from your mistakes that how I'm going to lead my life ahead. Then it's strong work ethic. Don't compromise on your work standards. Don't underestimate the work that is being given to you. Don't underestimate the projects. Don't underestimate the internships. Don't underestimate the assignments that's been given to you. So these are your success ladder path. Improve your skills and anticipate what employer wants. There is always been a bridging gap that university always try to fulfill. And I'm sure my success ambassadors will be sharing these details to you, how they have prepared themselves for the placements and all. But it is very imperative for you that from the very first year, you put a lot of attention on yourself, how what kind of skills that would be asked by the respective employer after 4 years or 3 years when you will be graduating. Nobody knew that AI could be so powerful at this point of a time. Nobody knew that chat GPT would be able to do so much things for all of us, right? So you need to anticipate all these things and you need to prepare them yourself with these kind of things. And last but not the least, these 4 years and maybe in the rest of your life, whenever you feel stuck, always ask for help. There are people who are always willingly to see you succeed, and you can succeed only if you ask at the right time, right? So without wasting further time, let's interact with our success ambassadors, and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you, Dr. Komal. Over to you.
Thank you so much for your valuable inputs, sir. They are really very useful for our aspiring candidates. Alumni are the torchbearers of our university's success, illuminating the path for future generations. So today we are going to present the 3 extraordinary tales that will ignite the light of ambition in your hearts and remind you that anything is possible with dedication and hard work. Let's kickstart this series with the story of Arun Rohal, an alumnus. Let's kickstart the series with the story of Arun Rohal, an alumnus who has excelled very well in the corporate world with his passion of learning. Arun, after pursuing his BTech, did MBA from our Amity Business School, and currently he is working as a product manager with Esifon Software Private Limited. However, his journey taking a different path than entrepreneurship, his achievements speaks about the quality education and guidance provided to him by his mentors. Now let's hear the rest of the story from Arun himself. Arun, over to you now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. I see a lot of people joining in. Thank you for joining. A very good afternoon, everybody. So thank you for giving this opportunity. It's truly a pleasure to be here among the other people. My I would say, should I call colleagues now in the corporate world? But thank you, Palak. Thank you more for joining in. Any questions for me? If you guys have, well, I'll just briefly introduce myself. So I work as a product manager at Acephone. We are a cloud telephony solution provider. I look after the product enablement, where I decides look into a particular module of a segment that, okay, this is the feature that you design. Just to give you a better context of it, let's imagine in WhatsApp, you don't used to have a UPI, but there was some product manager who thought that let's put UPI in WhatsApp. So I do something like that for my different product. So that's what I do in the corporate. And I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. And thanks to Amity that I could become a product manager eventually.
Okay, thanks Arun for sharing your part. Arun, I just want to ask you questions.
Please.
How did your experience at Amity University contributes to your passion and goals for your future?
Okay. A lot of things too, but stop me where I have to stop, because generally I speak a lot, and eventually I stop looking at the watch, and if I tend to share too much. But I'll quickly touch upon a few of the pointers. The very first would be how the entrepreneurship was got into my system while I was there in Amity. So very important part of Amity's Incubation Center, which everybody knows, which is a very famous institute. Government of India is supporting it. That's where you can actually take up your ideas. You can present them. That, okay, this is the idea that I have as an entrepreneur. Can I pursue this? The university itself will support you in every way possible, be it in academics, be it, mentor will come forward, your difficulty will come forward. Okay, if you cannot, you are going to this particular session, this particular training, we'll be able to support you via this. You can come back to us at any time. We'll be happy to clear it out. So that's the faculty part. How incubation supports your journey as an entrepreneur is specifically putting up the efforts, showing the right ways, ensuring that you don't make the mistakes that other entrepreneurs before you make. That's one. Another is the kind of curriculum that you have in the university. Curriculum is always up to date. It's always there. The faculty members are linked with the industry. It's just not MBA. I've seen this across, and Palak and more will be eventually, agreeing with me on this. They know what the industry is going through. what the changes they are industries currently under. For example, ChatGPT that was introduced, we use that during our MBA, which is a very niche new thing for us even. So all these things actually bring up a atmosphere where you start innovating. And when you start innovating in a career, that's where your ball sits and you are like, "Okay, this is I have arrived now." So these are the few factors which actually created an atmosphere for me, which enabled me to go ahead and pursue my dream. And this is how even the CRC team announced my job selection. I landed on this job that Arun has been selected on as a dream salary, because I wanted to uh, arrive at product management side of things, because I was coming from technical background. I wanted to give it a business angle. Started pursuing MBA. Eventually, became a product manager.
Great to hear about this. Arun, now there is one more question which I just wanted to ask. Could you highlight some of your extracurricular activities or some club activities which has helped you during your college time, which has helped you to develop your leadership abilities and business acumen?
One, the very first, there are a lot of over a tenure of 2 years, I could say there are like 15, 20 instances where I could show up my leadership. Some of the very important, like in terms of extracurricular activity, would be I was student coordinator for the complete ABS as a department, and during that I used to organize events, and it was like in a single week I used to organize 3 events back to back, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday. And when you do these things, you collaborate with other departments, you meet other students, you meet your juniors, you have to guide them. Okay, for example, when I was in first year, I organized something. In second year, I wanted to repeat it. That okay, now we are doing this for the junior, for our junior, because eventually we are organizing for ourselves in the beginning. So that leadership skills develops in a way that okay, this is how you get things done, this is my experience, let's collaborate, what do you guys think? Because generation wise, person wise, there can be different thought process. So extracurricular wise, I was organizing events, I was into activities, we were organizing events at the university level. ME Fest, everybody loves it. So being a part of the core committee of organizing it truly made me realize, okay, this is how you collaborate with third parties, external vendors, this is how you collaborate with other departments. So that's one. The other curricular activities, incubation center is amazing thing. Third would be organizing going in the seminars, the webinars that we get. I was very fortunate that I could eventually coordinate for 3 webinars that we had. Mr. Samir Kaul, well known figure in the industry, I was part of the organizing committee. We were the actually people who brought in him and said, "Sir, please give us time and please share your wisdom with us, and enlighten us with your wisdom." And he was able to give us almost half an hour or 1 hour time. So these things, people like Flip Kotler. Flip Kotler gives us webinars. So when you organize this, when you meet this industry, you eventually become a leader itself. That okay, I can go ahead and I can meet people, and my university will be supporting me on this.
Great sharing, Arun. Thanks, Arun, for your
Yeah,
motivating and inspiring conversation.
thank you.
Next, we have the inspiring story of Mohar Bera. After completing her BSc in Behavioral and Applied Psychology, she did MSc in Clinical Psychology from Amity Institute of Behavioral and Applied Sciences. Mohar embarked on a journey to make a difference in the mental health education and healthcare sector. Today, she holds the position of project coordinator cum counselor at Dakshayani and Amravati Health and Education, setting an example for all with a dedication and passion to help others. So with this, I invite Mohar to share her success story and experiences with us. Mohar, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to say thank you for having me here. And I'm really grateful that I got this opportunity. And right now, I am working as a project coordinator in Dakshayani and Amravati Health and Education. I first joined as a counselor, and I worked in Delhi State Cancer Institute as a counselor. So it was a collaboration between Dakshma Health and Delhi State Cancer Institute. So I really enjoy working here because it's a very friendly and warm environment. And also I have learned a lot from this organization. And I really want to thank Amity for providing me this opportunity, because this actually helped me in my career a lot. And I'm just really grateful.
Mohar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, continue,
Am I
please.
audible? Uh, you are not audible.
Now you are audible. Continue, please.
Actually, I'm an NOC student, and I took my NOC back in February, and I am working in this organization since February. And so I can just assure everyone that if you want to work, Amity will help you in every way, shape, and form, because I have never had any difficulty being an NOC student. I also I did my I completed my masters maybe 1 month ago, and I didn't have any difficulty in my examinations as well, because my all my professors and all my teachers are extremely helpful, and then they whenever I had a doubt, they always helped me. So I'm just really grateful that Amity provided me this opportunity.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Mohar. Thanks, Mohar. After hearing your part, I just wanted to have a few questions from you as well. So in your current role, what are some of the challenges which you are facing, and how do you apply your learnings from your college days to overcome them?
Uh, at first, when I started as a counselor, it was kind of difficult at that point of time to cope with the clinical environment, because as a psychology student, I was doing counseling, one-on-one counseling for the first time, and so I was kind of scared that what approach should I apply to different counseling sessions. But my professors in Amity really helped me in that, in ways like whenever we had classes in Amity, it's not only based on theories, but they also provided practical exposures in the classroom itself, and they also give sessions 2 hours, like how to conduct a therapy session, how to talk to a fellow client, and how to apply different approach to different situation, what will be the most appropriate thing or most appropriate approach to a particular disorder. So that really helped me. And also they also provide us like my teachers and all my professors also helped us to understand how to behave in a professional setting. Like, it was my first job and I didn't have any experience. I was a fresher, so how to behave in a professional setting, how to handle different situation. In that way, Amity helped me a lot, and I am really grateful for what knowledge and exposure I got from Amity.
Definitely, we are also very grateful to have you as our students and now as alumni. So there is one more question, Mohar. So given your experience, do you have any advice or suggestions for the current students at Amity University who aspires to have a successful career in mental health or the healthcare sectors, psychological disorder sectors, what sort of thing?
So I'm right now working as a project coordinator. So I deal with both public health and mental health projects. And the only thing I can say to the newcomers, that do as many internships as you can. Do your research and go for internships, because internships will help you a lot. You need to know you need to know the theory aspect of everything, because theories are important. Otherwise, we won't be able to apply those theoretical knowledge to any practical scenarios. But internships is when you will get the opportunity to get the practical exposure and how to do things on a practical basis. So I will encourage them to do as much as internships as they can, and that will help them to get a job, and that will enhance their resume and also their experiences.
Thanks, Mohar. I think they must all have noted down all your points very well. Thanks, Mohar, for the wonderful interactions. Our last story today features Ms. Palak Arora. a highly motivated researcher and academician. Palak completed her Masters of Arts in English from Amity School of Liberal Arts and is currently pursuing her PhD. She has made significant strides in her career and at present working as a research associate at Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, New Delhi. Her journey highlights the importance of perseverance and lifelong learning in the pursuit of knowledge and excellence. Let's hear it out from the alumna herself. Over to you, Palak.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an enlightening introduction indeed. For the start, I would like to say everybody a big hello for coming in here and investing your time. Thank you so much for it. And also, since ma'am has already highlighted my current role as a research associate in Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, I would like to highlight that I am a graduate student of English literature and I'm currently working as a research associate in an MBA oriented college, in a management college. So it is a very, very recurrent domain. Also, it is completely different from what I have studied in Amity. Also, I'm here as a research associate to develop program as the doctoral scholars for other doctoral scholars in working in the corporate industry as of now. And their experiences, if you talk to me about their experiences, they are like from wide variety of brilliant companies and from IIT and IIMs, and they're coming here to do their doctoral program. And I'm very fortunate enough to design that program for them. Also, while I was attending my subjects in masters, one thing that we take for granted is our curriculum. Like our curriculum is designed by the best of the best professors with their best research knowledge. And how would I get to know it and how can I flagship for it is, like we have to write dissertation in every subject. In every subject, there is a curriculum, like it's a compulsory in the curriculum that we have to write dissertation. Most of the time students tend to take it like very lightly that it's okay, we have to write like 8 to 10 pages, we'll complete it anyhow. And nowadays through ChatGPT is extremely simple to just get original 8 to 10 pages and submit it to our professors. Like nobody is going to point out, right? But since it is your curriculum, your life, your CV, your responsibility, you need to understand what is the time for you to be an originator, in your career, to be an originator in writing. For example, if I have been imposed with this curriculum impediment that I have to write a dissertation of 8 to 10 pages, I was completely scared by that time because I had no interest, like I had no initiation in research before coming to Amity. But the curriculum from the first semester imposes on us that we have to do research methodology, we have to study research methodology rigorously, and after that we are going to have an exam of it. So it instills that sort of seriousness in our brain that this is the subject that we need to work upon and we need to study it very seriously. And after that, coming to our third semester, we have to write a full-fledged dissertation. So even if you are not writing it completely fully by your own, if you are writing at least 4 to 5 pages of original writing in your dissertation, that will still do. Instead of just copy pasting each and every page and every word from your introduction to your conclusion, it's not going to help you. It's just going to fetch you some marks. But by the end of the day, when you're going out of the college, what are you going to do? What are the skills that you're going to show? So that rigor you have to get in yourself and have to, self-disciplinize yourself that I am going to work for my curriculum and for myself. And hence you will be ambassador of the college itself, because at the end of the day, you're passing out with the degree of Amity. So you're anyway, even if you want to or you don't want to, you are the college ambassador standing in the market. So I just, after completing my master's, I happened to clear the UGC NET exam with 99 percentile. And just after that, I got admitted in Christ University, Bangalore as a research scholar. But I didn't like the atmosphere quite much. So I just left it, and I got into Amity back for my PhD as well. And so far, so good. It is going very good. My research work, I have been continuing from this February 2022 in Amity itself. So you can get an estimation from that. And between this, I had a short stint of teaching as an assistant professor in GLA University as well. So you can get an idea from it that after passing out from Amity, I had a quite stint with a few universities. But what I like about Amity is the support of the professors, the support of the department, and the kind of supports the administration also gives you. Even in our batch, there are students who got their jobs from CRC, and they got their NOCs quite easily, and the curriculum was also very flexible in that way that they can write their exam even after having a job, and they can manage everything easily. So I believe if you have passion, if you have rigor, and if you have determination to do anything, Amity is just the right place to hone your skills. Thank you so much for having me. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Palak, for sharing your story. So again, I have few questions for you as well.
Yeah.
So Palak, can you tell me in what ways did Amity fosters a research-oriented mindset and provide opportunities for research experiences during your time as a student?
Okay. So from my personalized experience, when I was learning, Dr. Sunil Mishra was a professor, and he's still in Amity. He's in the department. So he used to tell me, I'm not going to give you marks till you're going to publish a research paper. Like, I was writing fine in my writings as well. I was doing my papers, I was doing everything. But he's like, no, you have to write a research paper for you to get marks. So since I'm a gold medalist in my batch, it was like quite a serious affair for me to get marks. So like, these are quite quirky ways of professors and our teachers to instill that sort of enlightenment in our brain, that see that this is also a domain that we can work upon. And it's not like they'll instill this thing in anybody and everybody in our batch. Everybody has their own sort of inclination towards the subject, and everybody is pursuing great. So the recognition of what the student actually needs, and the recognition of how can we help the student, the university caters to that needs really well.
Thanks, Palak.
Yes.
Great. So can you, there is one more question. Can you share some specific incident, or can you mention some professor or the mentor, likewise you mentioned earlier, at Amity, that has significantly has impact on your academic and professional growth?
Okay. Yeah, I would like to highlight Professor Hemant Jha. He's still teaching in the department. Like, what he used to do is, whenever we used to come in the class, he used to attend our first morning classes. So he used to come with a lot of handouts, a lot of papers, and just before coming to the class, he used to just send the e-notes and e-books, and we were supposed to have a reading of it before coming to the class. So that class is more or less not like he's talking and we are listening to it. It was an interactive session whole through the 2 years of my master's, and those interactions gave me the confidence that okay, I can read and I can speak in front of people. It gives you a motivation that if a professor of that level is like encouraging you to speak and come and speak in front of everybody in the class, and sometimes in front of the department, you have some skills. So it instills some sort of confidence, and also definitely every day, bit by bit, you get closer and closer to your subject as well. So this is one very brilliant thing that I learned in Amity. Yes.
Appreciation for our faculties as well as for our students and alumni.
Yes.
So now in the last, I just wanted to hear from three of you, one by one, any last words of wisdom for the aspiring students and the candidates out there. So we'll start with Arun first.
Don't think about it, just go for it.
Great. That's the best thing. Okay. So Mohar, your part.
I'll just suggest don't shy away from taking any opportunities. Just go and explore, and it will help you in the longer run.
Longer. True. Palak.
I think be honest with whatever you want to achieve in your life. Be honest with yourself.
That's it. Honest is the best thing, definitely.
Yes.
So to all our current students, take inspiration from these stories and let them be a guiding light on your journey. And to all the aspiring minds watching, remember that road to success may not always be smooth, but with determination, hard work, and a passion for learning, you can achieve greatness. So before coming to the conclusion, I want to thank all of our three remarkable alumni, Arun Rohal, Mohar Bera, and Palak Arora, for sharing their experiences, their extraordinary journey with us. Your achievements and dedication are a true inspiration. We are immensely proud of your accomplishments.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure is all ours. You are our valuable alumni. Thanks again to all the participants for joining us on this episode of Success Stories series. We will be back soon with some incredible tales of triumph and achievements. Until then, remember, dreams do come true and success knows no boundaries. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and keep reaching for the stars. Goodbye and see you next time. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you, Sachin sir, and thank you all the participants, and thank you alumni once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.